everyone tells you to qualify your leads for your online service business, but have you ever wondered what qualified actually means? I mean, the first thought is to go straight to money, straight to finances. But there's actually a few principles that are hidden behind the scenes that are really the triggers and the factors that will ensure that someone buys. And it could be the thing that is really holding you back from scaling your business right now. So in today's video, I want to highlight what those principles are so you can implement them straight after watching this video. So if you don't know me already, my name is Reuben Shears. I have an online funnel building agency that I'm kind of building and scaling in public in these daily update videos that I'm doing on a regular basis. I think we're on video 55 or 56 now. And I intend on giving you as much value as possible in this video and every single one to come as well. So let's just dive straight in. So in order for someone to be qualified for your service, they actually have to meet a few more criteria than just budget. So like the money. So this is how I map it out. BANT. Budget is the first one. So that's the one that everyone knows about. Okay, are they earning enough to actually pay for your high ticket services? Whether you're a coach, consultant, agency owner, whatever, do they have enough money to actually afford the service? And usually we do that in the form of asking the question about their current income and ideally the profit that they're making per month. It gives us a good idea of whether they'll be able to afford our stuff. So that's the first one, obviously, that everyone knows about. Second one is, are they actually the authority in their business? Are they the single decision maker in terms of whether they should actually work with you or not? This is like a massive thing. I work with a few people that when they came to me, they had this issue of like never having the decision makers on the call. It would just be like one person who's head of marketing, whatever, but needs to put it through the founder, or there'd be multiple founders and only one on the initial call. This is extremely important to clarify before the first call ever happens. Extremely important. So not only are you checking how much money they're making, but you're also checking that they're the authority and they have the ability to make the decision on the first call, because there's nothing worse than taking multiple calls when ideally, if you're selling something kind of mid to high ticket, you want them to just move forward as quickly as possible. So that's something to really, really important to note. The next thing is the need. And when I say need, I mean, are they experiencing problems you can actually solve, right? Are they the right fit in that sense? Because if someone is not experiencing a problem that you can actually solve with your service, like for me, for example, if they're not suffering from conversion, then I can't really help them that much. Then it isn't going to be the right fit in the first place. And it'll be a complete waste of your time taking the call if you haven't clarified this thing here at all. It's extremely important. So the way you can do that is have a multiple choice question on, say, your type form or your booking form that says, what's the biggest problem you're experiencing right now? And they can select one of those very easily within a few seconds and decide what that is. That's going to clarify if they have the need to actually work with you. And the last one, T is for timing. So if you've been in sales for a while or you've delivered a service, then you know that some people will say on the call as their objection, it's just not the right time for me. Like I'll do it in a few months and then I'll get on with it. So ideally we want to understand in their current headspace, how early do they want to move forward with things? This one is the last one because it's not actually a major problem if they say they want to do it far into the future, because on the call is your opportunity to kind of reframe their positioning on that. Because if you think about it, if they have a problem with timing and then they're saying that they're not ready to move forward, or at least on the initial form, then on the call, you can reframe it in the sense that actually it probably is the right time based on X, Y, Z factor. And that's why it's the last one. So actually these four things, so budget, authority, need, and timing, are the questions that I will put on my type form to qualify people, right? To ensure they're actually the right fit. Because most people are just doing this, right? And that's why they take loads of sales calls with people that really aren't the right fit for their service, because they haven't accounted for this kind of last 75% of the qualification process. So like I say, a lot of people talk about qualification and that you need to qualify your leads, but they literally never tell you how. This video should serve that purpose of how to do that. And it's what I do for all of my clients now as well. So in between the landing page, the first landing page for the VSL one, and the booking page, there's a type form in between that kind of filters people out. And if they're not the right fit, then they'll just go to a lead magnet. And that's it. If they're qualified, then they will book in a call and you go from there. That's a normal sales process. But I just thought that would help because I bet some of you are probably struggling with how to qualify your leads. You can take it one step further, by the way, as well. So based on those responses you get from the forms, then you can assign essentially a number to each of those responses on how good of a fit they are. So say you want to work with people that are doing 10 to 20K a month, right? 10 to 20. And someone answers that, then you can give them 5 points for that. And if someone answers, oh, I'm at 5 to 10K a month, then you can give them like 3 points for that. And what you do is you add up the scores from the type form and you have a lead score, is basically what it is. And as long as you know how you've done the scoring system, then you can decide, oh, okay, is this a good lead? And you've actually quantified that into a numerical kind of tangible value. So there you go. That's that for today. Let's check my metrics on YouTube and LinkedIn to see my growth. I've got 135 on YouTube and 9,046 on LinkedIn. So a little bit of growth on LinkedIn, not any on YouTube today, but that's sometimes how the days go. I've got 0 on that one, but then 2 in the last 48 hours, so that's fine. You can see my growth over time here on YouTube, and you can see my growth over here on LinkedIn. If you want to watch another one of these videos, then you can watch it on the screen here, and I will catch you in the next one.